I started coming here, I had a Ziploc bag full of meds. I had thyroid, 2 or 3 thyroid meds. My pituitary gland wasn't working properly. I had chronic fatigue, so I spent practically months in bed. Wasn't being a very productive mother. So my first visits were 2 to 3 times a week, and I had to have someone bring me. I could not drive myself. My mother or my husband would come with me. And slowly but surely, I was able to get off the cortisol, all the thyroid medications. I was on, gosh, it's hard to remember now because I'm so free of I'm liberated from all of the medications that I was on. I had 4 or 5 different physicians, which kind of would spin around, and a lot of the times they would tell me that it was in my head, and of course now we find out neurologically it was. But nothing that they could help me with. So it was great. Now I am a full-time mom again. I do have my ups and downs. I do have days when it really is exhausting and I have to just take a couple days where I'm down. My pancreas, I have chronic pancreatitis, which I have not had a significant attack since I have seen Dr. Cormier. I was always worried about my becoming a diabetic also because my pancreas was damaged, and I did blood work a few months ago and my blood sugars are normal, all my thyroid tests are normal. Everything comes back very, very normal, and I owe, 99% of it to Dr. Cormier and the therapy that he has worked on me. I think what's funny about it is when I have to explain it to other people. Because everybody's like, wow, you're actually at school functions again and you're doing things, and why? Well, Dr. Chris Cormier, he's a chiropractor. Oh, I've seen a chiropractor. No, not like, he's not a normal chiropractor. Well, then that intrigues him. Well, what do you mean? And I said, well, he has lights and he works with frequencies. And I said, I just call it his voodoo. He just does his little voodoo, and then, and then you're all better. And you don't ask any questions. You just pay the man at the door and leave. So that's kind of how, until finally he really said, no, Amy, this is how you explain it. I'm kind of like the body's electrician, and I turn on and off people's breakers. So now I use that story about breakers, how the breakers get shut off due to some type of trauma, medication, any type of different situational things that people have in their lives that switch off your breakers. He goes and he turns them back on. But I still think my voodoo story is funnier.